Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hudson area, and we're going to now switch over to News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson, who's called in specifically to us on Tracking the Tropics. Hey, Jeff, if you can hear us, you are live with Eric Stone and myself. Hey, it's good to see you in the Max Defender 8 storm vehicle, and it's good to see you smiling, my friend. How are things going out there? You're our reporter closest to this landfall location, and landfall is imminent at this hour, as we understand it.
Yeah, we've been monitoring it, as you know, all night, JB, and we've moved into the Max Defender 8 vehicle just to get out of the rain for a bit and out of the way of some falling storm debris. So I'm going to have Joey Capistran, my photographer, who's sitting to my left, take a shot outside. I want to show you something that, look at that stop sign. To the left of the stop sign is a storm surge indicator. The water right now is, as you can see, around 9 feet. I just spoke to someone from from the Cedar Key Fire Rescue, and he told me that they just received an advisory telling them to expect a storm surge of up to 16.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Kokav, August the 30th, 2023, and it's currently 9:41 a.m. Eastern Time, pre-recorded. Great glory to the Mighty One. Again, beloved, thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Now, for those of you that had sent me your well wishes concerning the storm, and I'm happy to report it that I am over 400 miles away from the storm. It is mainly on the Florida Panhandle and Northwest Florida. I'm way down south. I am in South Florida. Where the storm is actually 400 over 400 miles from where I'm at. If I could show you, let me see if we could get a Google Earth. Oh, you still have Google Earth here. There you go. Okay, so let's go to Tallahassee, which is the capital city of Florida. You would have thought it was, would be Miami, but it's Tallahassee. Okay, this is Tallahassee right there. Get this. So the storm is in this area, and I am way down there in Fort Lauderdale. So if we try to measure, I'll say Panama City, because it's like it's the coast. Okay, let's say right here. Okay, so I am over 438 miles from where the storm is originally going to hit. So far, we are safe, so to speak, but yesterday they had a massive storm and it came in so bad they sent an advisory. It was pretty bad. So the storm, it's coming from the Gulf of Mexico, okay, somewhere around here, and then it curved. All right, it followed the same path that he did last year, I believe, last year or 2 years ago, when it did a lot of damages to the people, the rich folks that stay in this area, and then the folks on those islands and the private islands. This thing did a lot of damage, and the people that are living over there, they don't like that. The hood is virtually untouched, and it is just them that can get battered. So they don't like this. So There is a lot going on. And then again, I say thank you for all your prayers and your kind words. But the Holy One so far had protected me. All right, beloved. So now, one of the main reason why I stop here, and let's hear what the man has to say again concerning the height of the water. Okay, let's watch the stop sign. What he said.
Who's sitting to my left, take a shot outside. I want to show you something that, look at that stop sign. To the left of the stop sign is a storm surge indicator. The water right now is, as you can see, around 9 feet.
Okay, around 9 and 10 feet. I mean, you know what to do. You know what's going on. That's why the Holy One always sent messages like that unto us. We are not making this up. This is not something we are doing for views, or we are associated with WFLA or any of those news stations. This is how the Holy One sent message unto us through numbers, through certain things that are happening, through dreams, to our daily lives. And we know number 9, you can't get out of that. And number 10, Michael is in the midst, and we are protected under Daniel 12 and 1. And the storm is already, the water surge 10 feet. Okay. If you were, well, anyone would be drawn in this if you don't know how to swim. Even though if you know how to swim, this is not something that I would advise anyone to do. Let's keep on watching.
I just spoke to someone from from the Cedar Key Fire Rescue, and he told me that they just received an advisory telling them to expect a storm surge of up to 16 feet. Joey and I noted that the gauge doesn't even go up that high. I believe it peaks at 12, and so it has a long way to go. If Joey will pan to your right just a bit, I'm going to show you something a little bit sad, and that is a hotel that is there on the edge of the Gulf of Mexico.
Now, then again, beloved, you know, our people, we are somewhat forbidden of staying on the seashore, on the beach, on the coast. Those are the people that come and kicked our people out and build their resorts, and they build their hotel, their Airbnb, or whatever their own homes and houses and leisure, summer homes and things like that. They are the one that lives over there. So when you see things like this, you see a beach house like that get somewhat flooded with rainwater, or I mean with seawater and rainwater. It is them. Okay, they will do the best that they can do to put someone that looked like us over here and say, hey, this thing is happening not only to us, but it's happening to you, but mainly to you. And our people will lose their mind. But then again, at this point right now, I don't call our people. I'll say certain people that want to get the attention of our people will lose their mind. Like, oh, Big Levi, this is Jacob's trouble, man. You know, they're really coming for us. And then in the government, they can control the weather and stuff. No, they can't, and they don't. Why would the so-called government have the power to use to control the weather, and then they are destroying the coastline where their voter bases are? You know, those people that are living around here in the coastline, they are not friendly with our people. They are not too kind to us. Of course, beloved, like we discussed before in private, one of the main reasons why they don't want our people to stand or to stay closer to the beach or on the beach, because the seawater, it has healing property. You don't even need to do anything. If you stay by the beach, the sea wave, the movement of the sea is enough to cure whatever disease that you're dealing with. And if you do know how to meditate, all you have to do is go sit by the beach and meditate on your healing, and the sea water, the sea wave will heal you. And if you even go in there, if you go to the water, the sea can take you away your mental illness, your anxiety, your depression. The sea water can do this by just, well, we do this in private. We don't discuss those things in public. But anyway, if you wish to know how to do those things, you may have to want to sign up with our membership, and we discuss things like that in private. The sea has healing properties. That's why they don't want you to stay there. And the sea is loaded with riches. Most of the earth wealth is on the sea. The sea is somewhat 75%. Let me make sure if this is what that is. Okay. Let's go to Google in here. How much of the earth is made out of seawater?
71%, according to USGS.gov. But just how much water exists on, in, and above our planet? About 71% of the Earth's surface is water covered, and the oceans hold about 96.5% of all Earth's water.
Okay. The ocean hold 96.5 of the earth water. Okay, that's the ocean, and the earth like has 71 point whatever they say, the fresh water. I'm not quite sure, but if you look at the whole earth, it's mainly seawater. Okay, inside of the earth is mainly land. Okay, we're mainly on water over there, but inside, when you go to the inner world, is mainly land. There's much more lush, beautiful, bigger land inside, but outside, right there, is mainly water. All these waters are not just there because they are there. They are here because they have things in there. They need to be explored. Okay? How many percentage have we explored concerning the ocean?
5%. According to Interesting Engineering, the oceans collectively contain an estimated 97% of the world's water and are collectively the planet's largest ecosystem. Despite historical oceanic quests and modern exploration technologies, only 5% of the oceans have been explored.
Okay, so they only barely know 5%. Okay? They barely know 5%. You gotta wonder what's in there, what's down there. Okay? Why did those people went on the course of whatever the submersible and the Titanic and then they didn't return? What's in the Bermuda Triangle? What's in there? What seems to be the issue here? Okay? What's happening in there? What's inside? Okay, the Gulf of Mexico. What is this thing right here? This looks like a giant whale, like a sperm whale, with the blowhole in there, and then this is a fin, and this is the tail right there. At least that's what I'm seeing. Okay, it looks like a dormant animal. Look at the mouth right here open, right there. It look like a dolphin, beluga, big-headed dolphin, some kind of creatures. What's under there? Why those spots are deeper? Those are bluer, huh? Why when you left this, it's getting dark blue, the Bermuda Triangle and all that? What's this huge crack over there? This thing, is it a chasm? What are those stuff? What are all those squiggly lines? What is this cracked? Okay, that cracked the earth. You know, that can go all the way. It cracked. What is this crack? It goes right there and stop right there. Let's follow it if we can go all the way down. Okay, what is this crack in the ocean? What does it? We can see it from space. That means it's huge. It's really big. Okay? It's really big. All right? If we can see it from space. Okay, look at this. Look at nature don't make straight line. Look at how square this thing is. Look at all those squares. Okay? All right? Look at those crack. Are those building blocks? They look like some kind of wall. Because they only know 5% of the ocean. Look at this. This cannot be natural. And then you see how blurry those things are. Google, you can't see it. Google just blurred the side. They just put 2023 Google. You only can see the crack. Okay? All right? Look at this crack. Keep going. And then it stopped right here, I believe. And then look at how this is like the line. It looks like some kind of machine did this. Okay, and the crack continue here, follow there, go up. Okay, what's under the ocean? Okay, Port Martin, Plan Coral, Port Mathury. Okay, that's French. Cathédrale Saint Gabriel. Port Sud. What's country? Which country is that? Which country is that? Madagascar? Mascarenhas Island? See, a lot of those things, Gravier. Huh, let's go ahead and visit this place. What is this place? I'm not quite sure which country is that. Um, Beautiful beach. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful sea. Beautiful trees. The planet is huge and it's beautiful, it's spacious. Plenty of water. Plenty of everything. Nice sunset. Beautiful place. I'm not quite sure which country is that. Which island is this? Gravier. More information. No. But anyway, it's on the coast of the Madagascar, all right, Indian Ocean. So, beloved, those people barely know what's under there. They have no idea what's in there. Okay, they barely know what's in the Amazon. Okay, the Amazon jungle, the Mexican jungle, the Brazilian jungle. They have no idea what's in the Congo. Okay. See, the Congo is huge. They have no idea what's in the inside of the jungle of the Congo. Okay, it's so huge. They have no idea what's in there, and they have no idea what's inside of the ocean. They barely know what's on the surface. They don't know what's underneath it. Okay, so we have to discover those things. We have to study those things. All right. So let's keep on moving. All right. So that's why they don't want us to stay close to the sea, because we have a special connection with the sea.
And you can see that the first floor of that building is just flooded. You can tell the water just kind of, the waves cresting above the windows right now. And if we still have another, 6 feet or more of storm surge to go, just about all of that building may be underwater. You're looking at some debris that has washed just up the street here. When we had that shot at the stop sign is the end of one street. There's another, street that normally goes along the Gulf of Mexico that is completely underwater at this point. And so, the first floor of the buildings that kind of face the Gulf, they're now underwater. There's some hotels and other buildings there. We were downtown in Cedar Key earlier. We had to leave that location because the water was rising rapidly. Some of those businesses are experiencing flooding at this point. I've been here through Hurricane Hermine in 2016, Hurricane Elsa in 2021, and I know that downtown Cedar Key flooded with those storms, and the water was about at the level that it is now when those businesses downtown flooded. So,
So, now the reason why we bring this to the attention of the nation is because we want to dispel the myth that the so-called Gentiles have the power to control the weather, or the Most High is using them to control the weather to destroy themselves. That's not what that is. Okay, what you're seeing here is the Holy One doing this. All right, they don't have this type of power to control the weather. Okay, great glory. Let's keep on moving. This is New York. All right, a pipe broke and then unleashed over 2 million gallons of water, which flooded New York Times Square. Okay, New York is falling apart, man. Okay, 127-year-old pipe. Okay, all right. This is the subway. I believe the metro system over there. Yeah, the subway. Okay, look at this.
Give you a sense of how significant of a water event this was. We believe 1.8 million gallons of water entered our system. Approximately 1 million were pumped out by our normal pump rooms. We had to bring in, as you see behind this gentleman here, David, the blue pump there, and other pumps, mobile pumps, to pump out another 800,000 gallons of water. 300,000 customers approximately use the 1, 2, and 3 line on a regular rush hour morning. So that gives you a sense of how many folks were impacted today.
Okay, so And they are not doing this themselves, okay? The Holy One is doing that to them, and then it's slowing them down. Great glory.
KPRC 2 News begins right now with breaking news.
We are tracking 3 breaking news stories at this hour in the Cleveland area. Sky 2 was just over the scene of a 40-acre fire in a wooded area off County Road 325.
Okay, 40 acre. You know what 40 acre stands for. Now, beloved, this is the area that those folks are staying off grade. This is where the survivalists, so to speak, the preppers, are staying at, and they are hiding in the woods because they know what their ancestors done. They went and hide there under the pretext of nuclear weapon, if there's a nuclear war or things like that, and they are afraid when we gain our power back, when we come for them, they will be safe over there. They always avoid the cities are not good, go stay in the woods. As you just saw, the city are being flooded, pipes are broken, and the seacoast, the weather, the Holy One is warming them up with nature, with the 4 element. See those little fire, those water hose those folks are trying to put the fire out or wet down the trees so the fire won't spread. Things like that won't work. Okay, and all those preppers and survivalists and those people that choose to live in those wooden area, and so they can escape the judgment or they can escape anything, it ain't gonna work for them. It's not working. Okay, those things are being burnt down.
It is 0% contained. Nearby houses are being evacuated, and fire crews are staging at several homes to protect them from the oncoming flames. Multiple departments are now assisting, including Cleveland Fire and Montgomery County Fire. So far, no one has been hurt.
Okay. Oh. All right. Some resident evacuated, and this is not good, man. You own a home and you pay millions of dollars for these things, and the firefighters or the police came and say, "Hey, leave." You don't know if you're going to come back and get it. You don't know if it's going to burn. The stress is crazy.
We are monitoring some breaking news tonight. 11 people ended up in the hospital after a severely turbulent end to a flight from Milan, Italy earlier tonight.
Witnesses tell Fox 5 2 flight attendants actually struck the plane's ceiling during the incident.
Wow.
A couple on board that flight sent us these pictures. They described massive turbulence before the plane dropped suddenly. Delta has not said what caused the incident. The airline says the 11 people hospitalized includes crew members and passengers. It's providing accommodations for passengers who were unharmed.
Okay, so they are investigated. They are still investigated. They can't tell the people what happened. Why would these airplanes suddenly drop and then people are flying all over? They're hitting their head and then they had to go to the hospital. We have to investigate. And then they never come out and tell you, okay, this thing happened because of this and that. They just let it go and something else just pick up. And we know what causing those things. Now, this is in Italy. Okay? All right? Severe storm in northern Italy caused flash flood and landslide. Look at those destroyed homes. Let me put this a little bit down. Look at this. You think the so-called Italian government is doing this to their own people? I was out shopping when this storm, which some people call tropical storm, came and did this. Okay, look at this. Look at the destruction. It's a disaster during the past weather. The river carried away the debris without doing any damage, but now every year we are in the same situation. So that's what they are seeing. It's not something that happened once in a while, once in a blue moon. It happened every year. Look at the destructions over there. Look at the roads. Okay, look at this. To put everything back in place will take months waiting for the next storm to come. By the time they get things together and the other storm came in and then destroy everything. Okay, it's not something that happened once in a blue moon anymore because they are not under the blessing. This thing is happening every year. All right. All right, look at the destruction right here.
All of a sudden, all we hear is a big noise. I was on my balcony and I looked over, and there was only water everywhere. Actually, all the street, you couldn't see the street anymore.
Okay, you hear what it says? Is suddenly they hear a big noise, boom, and then when they look, water is coming upon them, and we know what that is. Okay. All right. You think those people love doing things like that every time because the government want to test a weapon that they have on them, and then after that, once the government finish up testing the weapon on them, they will use it on us for Jacob's trouble. You know what? Our people went over there in Italy during the Inquisition. All right, let's get some of the pictures and show you what happened to our people over there during the Inquisition. This is what you folks were doing to our people over there in Italy during Jacob's trouble and the Inquisition. All right, this is what you guys were doing. You were tying up our brethren with their hand behind their back and then dump them in the fires. All right, that's what you guys used to do during the Inquisition. Okay, waterboarding. All right, you will just take our people and tie up huge boulder upon their feet and tie their hand behind their back and dump them in the river. Okay, you will tie up their hands behind the back and then tie up their necks, put a huge boulder around their neck and then dump them in the river. You will tie up you will tie up their hands behind the back and legs and then you dump them into a well. Okay, and you kill them. All right, that's what you people do, because if you find out we were the tribe, we do anything related to our culture, praying, eating right, wearing the right clothes, supporting our brethren, do anything that related to the law, you will kill us. And the main reason why you were doing those things because we didn't want to accept your Christianity. Okay. All right, you will bury our people alive. You will put them in boxes and then you will nail the box. You will put snakes, venomous snakes in there with them and bury them alive. All right, so they will get beaten by the snake and then they die. That's what you Italian did during the Jacob's trouble. All right, you would put spikes on the ground and then tie up our people and then drop them on the spikes and put those things around their neck and choke them and then pull them and do all sort of things to our brethren. That's what you people did. Dog of conquest. You will unleash the dog upon our men and women and have the dogs tear them apart. You will tie up their hands. You will tie off their feet. You will put them in nets and then you will unleash your lions and bulls and have the bull guard them and the lions maul them and the bears and all the wild beasts of the earth, which was our grave. That's what you used to do during the Inquisition because we did not want to accept your Lord Jesus Christ. That's how you spread Christianity unto our people when we were ruling Italy, Portugal, and Spain. Okay, you would bury our people alive. So this is what you folks did. Okay, you tie up their hand and then put them in a grave and bury them alive. All right. Okay, our people will still pray. You will drag them, put them tied up their feet on horses and make the horse run full speed and then grind their body upon the ground and then they die. That's what you people did. Okay. All right. That was during the Inquisition, during Jacob's trouble, in the peak of Jacob's trouble. All right, cut off our brethren head. You will saw them in half. You will put a man there. Okay, you saw the man in half. You saw both of their hands and feet, and then you are laughing, enjoying those things. You will cut off our brethren heads because they didn't want to accept Jesus Christ. That's how you spread your religion of love, Christianity. You took away our custom, okay? You will tie up our brethren upon a wall, and then you will just spear their belly, and then you will just burn them and cook them. That's what you did. Okay? All right? You will tie up our beloved, and then you will just skin them alive. You will just cut off. You see how it's removing the skin? You will skin them alive. You skin the leg. You see how he's removing the skin of the brother right here? Okay? You will skin them alive while they are still alive. And then you're wondering why those things are happening around the world. And you buried those histories. You buried them. You change people's names and you change their nationality. And you pretend that none of those things didn't happen. And next thing you know, you're the religion of peace. And you're going to get raptured at the end. And you won't pay for this. Oh, well, my ancestors didn't do this. They were poor people living in Europe and all that. You people are invaders of Europe. You are invaders of everywhere. You folks are parasites upon this earth, and you need to be dealt with. You are being dealt with. That's what you guys did. That's what you people did. Skin our brethren alive and kill them. All right? Because they did not want to accept your Lord Jesus Christ. That's how you spread Christianity. And then now suddenly everybody, brothers or sisters, there's no Jews, no Greeks, no women, hands in hands, we're all going raptured, we're going to the heaven. That's not what that is, man. Okay? That's what you people were doing during Jacob's trouble. And then you make all people believe that, of course, we're going to go through another trouble. We're going to go through something worse than that. Because the military going to come, in the hood, arrested our people. You're going to ask them if you are choosing Yahushua, are you practicing the law? You already done this. You've done it. And then you hide those facts, and then you make it seem that this thing going to happen again. And then when we see it's nothing but your trouble going on. All right? So this is the aftermath of the fire over there in Canada. All right? So this is why things like that are happening. Okay? This is why. All right? This is the truth. This is not CGI. This is being done by the Heavenly Father because of the stuff that your ancestors have done unto our people. Okay, those were homes that were over there. They are burned down to the ground, nothing left. The cars are burned down. And the people, some people that were there, they didn't have time to escape because the fire was so fierce, so fast, and so strong. All right? So we are eternally grateful to our Lord Jesus Christ for saving us from hell. So that's what you people always do. You go after your Jesus, and which is not helping you at all right now. But the way that you spread Christianity to our people back then, that's why the so-called our people, the black community, is beat down. Okay, Christianity is so embedded in them, they have no idea how this thing was spread. Okay, now, beloved, why all those things are happening? Well, again, they are happening because of, there we go. They are happening because of Genesis 15, verse 13. Here we go. Genesis 15, verse 13, and he said unto Abram, know of a surety, know for a fact, that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, that there's a specific seed that will be a stranger in a land that is not theirs. That what they did here, they butcher everything. They take away the names of the land, they take away the name of the tribes, and then they replace them by them, theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years. You don't know who's they, who's them, who's theirs. That's what you guys did by editing out things in the Bible, okay? Excuse me, let me see. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And how the Holy One is judging the nation. to the 10 Plagues of the Apocalypse of Abraham. A beautiful book. We highly recommend you read it. And what we're seeing here was fiery conflagration of the cities, and of course, thunder voices and destroying earthquakes. And that's that's what we are seeing here. And then let's see this fiery conflagration here. All right, let's watch this.
It's an inferno. Oh my God! A car is engulfed in flames.
That car's on fire. My car's right next to it. My car's burning. Everything I got in it.
The blaze happened in the parking lot of a Goodwill store in Nashville.
Oh my God.
Look at the vehicle after the flames were extinguished. It's a total loss. The interior is charred beyond repair. But wait, check out that cooler.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yep, the contents of the cooler, manufactured by Lifetime, are unscathed.
Lifetime products. Amazing. Amazing.
We just couldn't believe it.
Brittany Mozo shot the video. The burned out vehicle belongs to her ex-husband Chris, who is getting ready to take their 2 kids on a camping trip when the flames broke out. She's still got the cooler, so what was inside? Spinach, broccoli, bologna, and hard-boiled eggs. And the ice didn't even melt.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, so the car and everything that burned in there, that's not the problem. That's not the issue, okay? The issue is this cooler survived. This is how Gentiles do things. They are being destroyed. Everything's being destroyed. And they will find the thing that have no significance, this thing, and they will put it in your face and make the whole thing about it. Man, forget about the car and everything that burned down. Look at that. At least we saved some of that bologna and spinach, which is gonna last us forever. Yeah. You didn't see that coming. But the car is gone. Yeah, but no, you're not seeing the point, you big Levi. They have some food left in there, you know? Yeah. It's the same thing happening now. The fire is burning down all those multi-million-dollar homes. Suddenly what those people are doing, look at this house with red roof. It survived. Yeah, but hundreds more, they are destroyed. But look at the one with the red roof. You know? What a miracle, man. Wow, we're truly protected. Great glory there to Jesus, right? Yeah, man, I don't know about that. But yeah, let me just show you another thing. A sister sent me an email. Let me see if I can find it right quick. All right, let me see. Is it recording? Oh, is it? Seems that it is recording. Yeah. All right, it is. Let me see if it's recording. Yes, it is recording. Now, beloved, this is the price of the homes that are burned down. Okay, $41 million, $41,900,000, 400,000. Okay, this is the homes that are being burnt down. Okay, and people are like, well, Oprah owned home. Her home did not burn down. Yes, of course. Focus on celebrities. $19 million. Those are the home. 379,000. Okay, $16 million that are being burned down. Okay, 1.6 million, $3.4 million home that are being burned down. $11 million house that are being burned down. $2.1 million. Okay. All right. 1 million. Well, that's a lot. $14 million. 400,000, 350,000, $6,900,000. Okay, 900,000, 5 point. Those are the home that burnt down, Bridget. Okay, another one for 19 million. Okay, 4 million. Okay, $2 million, $12 million. So $10 million. They are all burned down. $4 million. So all those things that are being burned down, and you choose to show us a house that have red roof and say, oh, look at this. This one survived. Wow, this is crazy, right? Focus on that. The whole car is being burned down. But look at this cooler there. There's some ice, and the ice is not even melted. Wow. Go buy some of that lifetime, whatever that is. I mean, I would buy this. This is actually pretty good. This is a great advertisement right there. Those are multi-million dollars. So you think the so-called the elite, okay? You think you call the so-called the elite are doing this to their own people, to their own homes? You think a $8 million home, okay, burned down, and then so what, they could build another one that costs like 10 million so they can build it better? But yeah, Big Levi, you have to see the house of Oprah did not burn. Oh, yeah, what else? Well, the others burned down, but the house did not burn. So the so-called Oprahs, they are using this weather to this DEW to burn down those homes and then buy the land and build more houses for other rich folks so they can come there. Is that what that is? Yes. Whatever, man. Whatever you say, son. Let's keep on moving.
Tonight, a wildfire emergency in Louisiana. Several raging throughout the state. This one scorching more than 30,000 acres in southwest Louisiana. Residents forced to evacuate. As firefighters race to contain these terrifying flames.
Nobody alive in Louisiana has ever seen these conditions. It's never been this hot, this dry, or this long.
Okay, so that's the thing. They are experiencing, beloved, certain things they never experienced before. They never seen before. And it's baffled a lot of them, but the higher up, they know exactly, well, the blessing is done, time is up, it's time for us to go through this thing, and it's only going to get worse. Pluto is in Aquarius. Of course, it's retrograded. It's going to be back in November.
DeRider, Louisiana, this church now a shelter. William and
Okay,
Leo.
so it is going to be back in November. It's going to stay there forever. For a very long time, and things is just amplifying. Okay, we used to make this Esau's trouble, once in a while because we were busy studying, but now we are still studying and we have to make those every day because it's every single day, brethren. Things are happening and it's just too much. And our people won't bring this truth out there. They are focusing on celebrity. Because I don't care about what's happening to those people over there. I care what's happening to Oprah. I care about what Oprah is doing right now. Those missing children and Lahaina. That's what I care about. Yeah, well, they burn to death. They burn to ashes. You know what happened when you cremated a body? It's just rendered to ash. It's just ashes. You can't find them because they are burned to death. Well, we need to investigate it, and we need to do this, and then we need to do that. We don't need to do anything, and let the mighty one do his work, and then sit there, give him great praise, great glory. We are being redeemed. We are being reinstated as the true ruler of this earth. Okay, now look at those people. They're being evacuated and be in a shelter.
Lacey grabbed their grandkids and rushed out.
Have you all ever seen anything like this here?
No.
They won't.
Never. Jada Watkins and her grandma were unable to grab medication, including insulin, as they say the smoke closed in.
I remember when we were leaving, I couldn't breathe. I really couldn't.
The flames tied to Louisiana's drought and the hottest summer on record. Across the country, nearly 90 million are under heat alerts through the weekend. And now another threat, a tropical depression barreling towards the Gulf.
So if it's not if it's not a wildfire, it's a hurricane. If it's not a hurricane, it's an earthquake. If it's not an earthquake, it's a typhoon. If it's a typhoon, it's a cyclone. If it's not a cyclone, it's a tornado. If it's not a tornado, it's MS popcorn. If it's not MS popcorn, it's that plague coming back again. Now the hospitals are being full. If it's not a plague, it's some ley line switch. Helicopters are falling off the sky onto the earth. If it's not that, it's just somebody blasting things all over. If it's not this, the economy is crashing. If it's not the economy crashing, it's some balloon alien and stuff. Those people are busy. The Holy One is keeping them busy. See, they have to pull that garbage that they did in Jacksonville, Florida, which we'll talk about it. Okay? The moment it happened, it was racially motivated. You black people need to be afraid and then vibrating in a low vibration. You know? Because you people, they realize our people are the ones that are doing this because our vibration is up. We are much more at peace. And once our vibration going up, everything is going up with it. You see, both sides cannot go up. When you put something in a balance, one had to go down and then one had to go up. You clearly see who's going down right now. That is, if they are going down, we must be going up. So that's why they are trying to get your attention away from what you're doing, so you can see, oh man, 3 Christians got killed in that store over there in Dollar General and things. Those are our people, and we need to go over there and then yell and do everything and stuff like that, as if this is the first time this happened. See, everything is happening to those people everywhere. So the whole Trump garbage thing did not take the attention away, and all those things didn't take attention away. So they're going to do much more things worse. Don't be surprised if they release R. Kelly. Don't be surprised that, he was not guilty, or they do another thing. So our people will say, we got to save our children from R. Kelly and stuff. He's going to come in our house and do stuff with our girls and stuff like that. Something that has nothing to do with us at all. They will do something like they'll take somebody that look like us, make them say a few stuff, and then all our people will like, this and that and this and this. Nah, we are focusing on what's going on now.
In Florida today, the governor issuing a state of emergency ahead of the storm that could slam them next week.
Priscilla joins us now from DeRidder, Louisiana. Priscilla, the shelter there is nearing capacity.
That's right, Jose. I'm told there are nearly 70 people here. Dinner has just arrived, so folks looking to get a hot meal before they turn in for the night. And the Red Cross says that if they reach capacity here, they are prepared to open a second shelter and continue taking residents in. Jose?
So,
thanks for watching our YouTube.
So, that's what those people were preparing for us. Remember, the camps was like, they're going to put us in camps. They're going to put us in shelters. FEMA going to come over there and then kill and stuff like that. No. You know what FEMA did for those people? They were cremating hundreds and, if not hundreds of thousands of bodies when the plague was really taking them down mid-2020, 2021. FEMA were cremating those bodies because they didn't want people to see this. Till now, a bunch of people, that's why they have that shortage. That's why they left those migrants over there, so they can replenish their numbers. A lot of them were no more. A lot of them are no more. And that's why they need to pull all those big distractions. Tekashi 69 got arrested. Yeah, bring that out. As if we are dismayed or we be all being moved here. No, we are focused, man. And beloved, you are doing this. By you realizing they lied to you by putting fear of Jacob's trouble in the midst of you, once you reject that, you become at peace. You will vibrate it higher. But times on time, they will put people that look like you and I in the TV and say, a white man shot them. Oh man, you better get ready. Oh man, they're going to come after you. Nah, you people are way too busy dealing with the so-called natural disaster. Let's keep on moving.
A man drank gasoline while police arrested him.
Put your hands up! Drop it! What the?
The Seattle Police Department says officers responded to a home where they were told a man was trying to enter.
Seattle Police! We're checking inside.
Officials say the teenage girl who was home at the time was too afraid to answer the door, so police entered to look for her and the suspect.
Hey, get your hands up now! Get them up! Leave the hands in the air!
A man was found inside a vehicle in the home's garage. When police asked him to step outside the vehicle, he began drinking gasoline.
Put it down. He's got a hammer in his lap.
The suspect refused to open the vehicle door, so officers broke the glass.
Put your hands up! Drop it! What the?
The unnamed 40-year-old suspect was treated by paramedics before he was arrested for residential burglary. This is Inside Edition Digital.
Now, The reason why I pulled down this clip, it's because a sister called me 2 days ago. She received a message from the Mighty One, and she said the Spirit told her that those people are going to become more and more backward. For lack of a better term, they're going to get stupid. Stupider and stupider. They're going to get much more stupid. You see how our people lost their wit when our people become so ignorant and so backward because we had the curse upon us. Now, things are flipping. We are gaining our knowledge. They are getting so stupid. Now, why would you want to do this? When the police tell you, hey, put your hands up, get out of the car, you drink gasoline. What was the point of that? What is that for? What are you trying to prove? Was a form of a 988? What was that? Like, what the hell was that? This dude drank gasoline. What was trying to? Is it what? The gasoline was some kind of magical potion you could have just being invincible or being teleported somewhere? It didn't work. And the sister said they're going to become more and more stupid. You're going to see things that don't make sense at all, which we've been seeing since 2020. A lot of stuff those people are doing, like, okay, this doesn't make any sense at all. What was it? Like, did you... What were you trying to light yourself on fire? What was that? Are you running? Are you on the car? Were you thought like you were the car? You need gasoline to flee? What the hell was that? Even the cop was like, what is this? What are you trying to... Things like that will happen, okay? That's why we pull this thing. How long we are into this thing? Oh man, this stuff. Yeah, then again, beloved, like I said, the mouse is brand new. It's just the software and things like that. Okay, we're almost done with this. Take 3 videos and then we will go to part 3.
We are at the Tiger Island fire in Maryville. Our crews have been battling this fire and many others across the state and in this area. They work in 24 hours straight.
Okay.
They're getting 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and then they're coming back and doing another 24 hours on the day.
Okay, so now, beloved, you're working 25 hours or 20 hours or around the clock. You think those people like doing that? You think the government, those are the voting bases for whatever party, whether they are Democrat or Republican, which we don't care. You think the so-called government will do something like that on purpose, destroying their own base, and then after that, once they use this, and then they're like, aha, we have this DEW weapon, and it burned down all those backwarded bucktooth monsters that used to vote for us, all those backwater town folks, and now let's go destroy Israel with it. Let's go destroy the so-called Israelites with it. Now let's go in the hood and really destroy people with it. So you think that's what happened 70 years ago when those people discover syphilis, so to speak, and then they're like, okay, you know what? Let's go infect all our people first with syphilis and tuberculosis, and then we're going to go to the Negroes and then infect them. Okay, you think that's what happened in the early 70s when they were infected our men and women with the HIV/AIDS? You think they go infect all their people and then they kill them? They're like, oh, it works on us. It surely will work on them. Nah. If these things are happening to them, that is because the Holy One is in the midst of us and then his hand is upon them. Great glory. Let's keep on moving.
Now to a horrific helicopter crash caught on camera today in South Florida. A fire rescue chopper spinning out of control and crashing into an apartment building. 2 people killed, including a woman on the ground. Here's Tom Costello.
Tragedy on a life-saving mission. A sheriff fire helicopter trailing smoke, then spinning out of control just 650 feet up. The chopper's boom and tail rotor buckling under enormous strain as it nosedived into an apartment building. Killed in the crash, Fire Captain Paramedic Terrison Jackson and an unnamed female resident of the apartment building. The chopper was responding to a traffic accident with injuries when the pilot reported he was turning around.
Guys, we're having mechanical issues. We're headed back to our station.
Now, we've been telling those people for like years, and they don't listen. This isn't the first time that happened in Florida. Remember last year? Remember this? Helicopter crash on beach, Florida. Okay. No, that's no, not the recent one. Not that recent one, not this one. Okay, the media collision over there in Dallas 9 months ago, but there was a helicopter crash on beach, Miami Beach, I believe. Was it? I believe that's what it was. It's just this one is much people are watching this one. This one makes so much. Was it this one? Yes, there we go. There you go. Okay. There's there you go, the helicopter. Okay, and then you go ahead and crash there. Boom. Okay, it happened in Miami, and we keep telling those people things like that. It's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening. At one point, you won't be able to control it. But when it happened and stuff, and they put this Negro, okay, the sheriff that which was naked. What's his name again?
A fire broke out on board. They did it.
Sheriff Gregory Tony. Okay, one of those token Negroes. They always Sheriff Gregory Tony scandal. Oh boy, come on. All right, where's the photo? They probably took it down. But this dude was naked with a white woman and a white man having a threesome. Okay. There you go. Is that... Come on, man. Where's the... Yes, that's the image. They were having a threesome, okay, with a bunch of other dudes, and those are the guys they put in your face to give you the news, okay, telling you what happened.
Very best, from my understanding now, to try to extinguish that fire.
The pilot and another paramedic were injured in the crash, as were 2 people on the ground, all now reported in fair condition, as the department mourns the loss of Captain Jackson, a beloved 19-year veteran.
Harrison was a rock star.
19
one of the best of us, one of the brightest. He bled this profession inside and out all day long.
The chopper involved is a dual-engine Eurocopter 135 like this one, used by police and rescue services around the world.
This is a widely used helicopter. It's got a very good safety record.
Among the questions for FAA and NTSB investigators, how and where did an onboard fire break out? Had the chopper recently gone through any maintenance? Had any pilot recently reported any problems? With the fire and sheriff's department tonight mourning one of their own.
We will investigate. Okay, and then they never come back to you. And of course, we know what caused this fire, and we know what happened. And again, don't be surprised. Like every year, you see these things happen. It's gonna keep happening. We told them, and people don't listen. No one's like, wait a minute, why this thing keep happening like that? Something something must have causing this. But we told those folks, at one point you won't be able to fly and do anything anymore.
Students at the University of South Carolina are in shock today after one of their own was shot and killed when he apparently tried to enter the wrong house by mistake. Nick D'Onofrio had just moved into a house on this leafy street near campus where the houses all look pretty similar. At 2 a.m. Saturday, he returned from a night out and tried to get into this house, just steps from his own home. Suddenly, shots rang out and the college junior was found dead on the porch.
Called to see the subject broke in the door. I don't know what the subject was hit.
It appears to be a tragic mistake, and the person who shot the student may not face charges. South Carolina is one of 10 states with the castle doctrine, which is very similar to the stand your ground law. Homeowners are permitted to use deadly force if they believe that their castle, aka their home or business, is under threat.
I think it's likely that the homeowner won't be charged. It sounds like they had the legitimate belief a burglary was in progress, somebody was trying to enter their home.
And
under
they
the
shot
law
him
in
dead.
South Carolina, you're allowed to use deadly force to protect your home.
The tragedy is just the latest wrong address shooting this year. In April, teenager Ralph Yar was shot in the head after he went to the wrong home in Kansas City, Missouri to bring his brothers home.
He only said 5 words: "Don't come here ever again."
He's made a remarkable recovery and has just started his senior year in high school. Kaylin Gillis was shot and killed when her friend accidentally drove up the wrong driveway in upstate New York. Now another family is in mourning after what cops say was yet another wrong address shooting.
See, that show you those people, they are on edge. They are on edge. They like any little thing, they will start shooting. They will start blasting because they are living in great fear. They know what they've done. They know what their forefathers done. They don't care who come and knocking on the door. They'll shot and kill you. Okay, this dude was just staying there, and he mistakenly went to one house. He didn't even force himself, and the guy shot and killed him. Crazy. Well, great glory. Let's keep on moving. All right. This is a cruise ship that collided with another vessel during a storm off. Okay. And we know what caused this. Great glory.
Did sound, right?
Yeah, that's right, Kate. The sirens were activated around 1:30 p.m.
Now to tensions rising in Hawaii after another fire broke out in Maui, prompting evacuation. Sam Brock is there for us. And Sam, this time warning sirens did sound, right?
Yeah, that's right, Kate. The sirens were activated around 1:30 p.m. yesterday afternoon, perhaps a reflection of the lessons learned. I'm standing right now on a hillside where the brush fire swept through. Look at this. Look at the footprint and how close it came to homes, Kate. The reason that this earth I'm standing on is black right now is because the grass burned. It came right up to the bushes. There's a charred tree. It was virtually on the doorstep of all of these homes. Now, this video shows plumes of smoke and flames as residents are fleeing under a go-now evacuation order. That is about 1.5 miles outside of Lahaina town. This woman was being interviewed as sirens started blaring.
You've lost your jobs because your business is gone, so hi. I've got to go. I have staff members that are in Kahanapali and they need to be evacuated. So I must go and evacuate more staff right now.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Get the word out.
The evacuation order was ultimately lifted after about 3.5 hours, but West Maui right now is bone dry and windy, meaning this could go on for days or even weeks. Kate?
Thanks for watching.
All right, so again, it seems those people can't catch a break. Okay, she was in the middle of an interview. All right, I believe that's the interview.
The woman was being interviewed as sirens started blaring.
You've lost your jobs because your business is gone, so hi. I've got to go. I have staff members that are in Kahanapali and they need to be evacuated. So I must go and evacuate more staff right now.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Get the word out.
Okay, this is panicking. This is not a face you want to have. Okay, all right. She's panicking, man. Okay, this is not a good face right there. They have to go evacuate. You think your folks like that are doing this to themselves? You think they are doing that, and then, oh, after that, you know, we're going to try it on you Negroes. Nah, man. The Holy One is passing the judgment, all right? Great glory is in the midst of us. Great praise is in the midst of us. Great judgment is in the midst of them, all right? This thing is no joke, man. It is real. Okay, it is real. All right, beloved. So, we will see you folks in part 2